Welcome to the Alex Auto YouTube channel. Alex Ofosu here. I help people make money with cheap cars. Okay, so if you're new here, you're in the right place. And on this channel, we'll show you exactly how to make money with using very cheap cars. All right, and we can do this on the private rentals. Okay, so if you're here because you want to learn how to start your car rental business, you're in the right place because I'm going to show you how I would do that today in 2025. Okay. And no, we're not going to talk about using Turo. We're not going to talk about using Hire Car. We're not going to talk about using Trip City. We're not going to talk about using any of those platforms. We're going to talk about private car rentals. Okay. So if you want to start and scale your private car rental business, smash a like on this video because I'm going to drop a whole lot of gems. Okay. So let's get right into it. All right. So when it comes to the private car rental business, it's important for you to understand a few things. Okay. The most important part of the private car rental business is understanding your niche. Okay. So if I were to start today, the first thing I would do is pick a niche, pick a client base, pick an avatar, whatever you want to call it. Pick one that you want to serve and stick with it. Okay. So when it comes to the economy car game, there's three niches in the economy car game. There's the gig economy workers. Okay. Very high demand, very lucrative, right? If you know what you're doing and you understand how to protect your vehicles and how to protect your business. That's one. You have the Uber Black, right? Or the black SUV niche, okay? This is also an excellent niche that has good demand, right? You're gonna have higher tier clientele, okay? And you're gonna make a lot of money in this niche if you understand your clientele. And then you have your travelers and the travel nurses niche, okay? This is also a very good niche with high network clientele that will allow you to, make a lot of money renting out vehicles to them. Okay. So these are the three main niches in the economy car game. All right. The one that I like, the one that I love, the one that I do, and I've been doing for the last 2, 3 years is the gig economy niche. Okay. Why do I love the gig economy niche? Because there's basically unlimited demand. All right. As the convenient world, right, grows more and more, people want convenience, people want things delivered to them, people want to be able to sit in their homes and have packages, food, etc. delivered to them. And there are people that make a good amount of money every single month delivering these services to people. Okay. And a lot of people don't believe it, but an Uber driver or a DoorDash driver can make anywhere from 1,500, right, to $2,000 every single week. Okay. The only problem is a lot of these types of people, they need vehicles to be able to make the money. Okay. So that's where you come in, right? You come in and you provide those vehicles for them. Okay. So I used to be an Uber driver and an Uber Eats driver previously. So I know what the industry actually is like, right? I know what drivers actually want, drivers actually need, and I'm able to provide that. Some of the things that drivers actually want and need in this niche are they want reliable rentals, okay? They want cars to be maintained so that they don't have to worry about it. They want cars to have insurance so that they don't have to think too much about it, right? And they want unlimited miles because they're going to be driving a lot. So as the car rental business owner, it's up to you to figure out how to make all of these things happen for the client and make it convenient and easy for them. That way, all they have to do is pay you every week and they can make their money, right? And keep their money. Okay. So this is a fantastic niche. Okay. This is one of the niches that I would choose if I was starting in 2025. Okay. And what I would do for this niche, the reason why I love this niche the most is because it doesn't really matter the car, the year, the age, it doesn't matter as long as the car is reliable and will stay on the road. So because of this, we can get cars for very cheap. Okay. You can get cars on Facebook Marketplace for very cheap. Understand this. Very cheap. Okay. So what I mean by this, you can get cars for $3,000, $3,500, $4,000. I wouldn't go above $5,000 for cars because you can make your money back in 3 to 4 months. Okay. You can make 100% ROI on your return on your money back in 3 to 4 months if you're able to master the car buying process for this niche. That's why I love this niche. You can make money back very quickly. The cars can be bought for very cheap. It doesn't even matter the year, especially if you're giving your cars to DoorDashers. It doesn't matter the year. DoorDash doesn't care about the year as long as the food can be delivered from point A to point B. There are other platforms like Amazon Flex and Power, right? There's a lot of platforms out there. There's even medical courier services now where you can deliver medical packages, okay? And they can make a lot of money delivering medical packages, all right? So it's endless. This niche is endless demand. There's new platforms that come out every single day to serve convenience and to serve people in this niche, all right? So that's why I love it. The next niche that I would also recommend is the black SUV niche. Okay, so you can target Uber Black drivers. You can target people that that do private services like chauffeur services. Okay, and you can provide them with these vehicles. These are professional drivers. Okay, so they're gonna be very good drivers. They're gonna be doing it. They're gonna be have to be doing it for a long time, and on top of that, they're gonna have very, very top quality insurance. Okay, so this is a very good niche for people that don't want to deal too much with the headache of understanding how to structure their own insurance policies. Okay, so in this niche, what you need to understand is that the type of vehicles that you're going to need are going to be higher end vehicles. You're going to be dealing with the Chevy Tahoes, the Suburbans, the Escalade. Okay, these are higher end vehicles. However, and the year on the vehicles will matter. Okay, so then the newer vehicles will typically the newer models start in like 2020, 2021. So that's in the last 4 to 5 years. Okay, what you need to do to take advantage of this niche properly is to make sure that you're setting your vehicle purchase price at a price where you can make your money back in 4 to 6 months. Okay, so that's what I would say. 4 to 6 months, you want to make a 100% return on your investment. Now, what does this look like? You're going to be purchasing cars anywhere from like 10 to, I'll say 8 to 13 grand. Okay, I wouldn't go past 13 grand. Don't care too much about the mileage. Again, you want cars that have fully depreciated. Don't care too much about the mileage. People care too much about the mileage. Why? It doesn't matter. The mileage doesn't matter. Okay, as long as the car is good, reliable, it has a good transmission, right, and the car will stay on the road. Okay, and then you have to be prepared. This niche drives a lot more than the gig economy niche because you're dealing with professional drivers. They're gonna drive a lot more than they're gonna do 100,000 miles a year easily. So you have to be prepared to replace parts, to replace transmissions, right? So you have to have all understand that this is gonna happen in this niche, okay? But you're gonna make a lot of money in this niche. Like you're gonna make a ridiculous amount of money. You can price your cars anywhere from $600 to $800 a week. Okay, so at the very minimum, you're gonna be bringing 2 grand per car. Okay, all you need is 10 cars. You'll be making $20,000 a month easily. All right, so this is a very good niche. I do like this niche. You could graduate, so you can start gig economy, maybe pick up, 5, 6 cars, and then go pick up a couple Uber Black cars, right? And you can make a killing doing it that way. The only reason why I don't fully go into this niche is because the cars are going to be expensive to buy. All right, so just keep that in mind. Now, let's talk about the travelers. Okay, this is one I don't love, right? This is a good niche, right? I believe you're going to the travelers to stick with the travel nurses, right? Get in front of the travel nurses because they usually are on assignment for, at least 2 months, right? 3 to 6 months sometimes. So if you're able to get in front of them and provide them with car rental services, right, you can make a killing because these are going to be people with a lot of disposable income. These are going to be people that are going to have their own full coverage insurance. So you will make a killing in this niche, okay? However, also you have to remember what you're going to deal with. You're going to have to basically buy, higher end cars. So I would also say 2020 and above. Okay, so these people are not going to be okay with the older vehicles. They're going to want something nicer, something with maybe more amenities like, sunroofs, Apple CarPlay, maybe Bluetooth, backup cameras, things like that. You want to make sure that the cars, are nicer looking because you're going to be dealing with people that, like those kind of luxuries and they're willing to pay for it. And that's a good thing. Okay, that's a good thing. Okay, you're gonna make a lot of money if you're able to get these vehicles for the right price. Again, I would say purchasing vehicles anywhere from 8 to that $13,000 mark. And I wouldn't go above $13,000 in this niche. All right, so those are the 3 niches that I would pick starting my car rental business in 2025. And then from there, I would go ahead and set up my rental agreement, my car rental software. That way, I'm able to send invoices, right? Have them sign the agreements without having to do each one in person. I would set up my marketing sources with using social media, right? Social media is a great way to market. You have Google, Instagram, you have Facebook, and TikTok. All right, so those are going to be three great places to market. And yeah, and then apart from that, you're gonna need mechanics, right? Have a maintenance schedule, right? And make sure that you have all these things in place. That way, you can have your cars very, very well maintained. You can have, whenever the issues come up, you have somewhere you can take it to right away and get it handled right away. That's gonna be important. Speed, right? Speed and getting the cars back on the road, making it easy for your clientele to get things done. That way, they don't have to waste too much time waiting, right? Otherwise, they will go somewhere else. Trust me, they will. So, the most important thing here is picking your niche, understanding, which niche that you want to go with based on your lifestyle, based on what you like. Okay, pick based on what you like. All right, and then go ahead and run the play, and get in front of your customers and start making money. Okay, so if you want to learn how to start and scale your car rental business, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Join the Facebook group. The link is in the description and it's also in the bio. Right in the Facebook group, you have all the resources you need to start and scale your business. If you found value in this video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.